Alright, happy Wednesday, everybody. This is PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com, and it is Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Let's dive right in and start here at our automated trading systems. This is the Dow Jones Industrials, the YM contract, and we got a little bit up and going today, so that's good. So we had some. Let's look at our trades for 11/8. So we had three wins, three losses, but the wins far outpaced the losses. So that's what we want, and that is a good sign because we need this to get up and going again, so we can have another move like this one right here. So the Russell looks like it took a negative trade today. Let's take a look at it here. So yeah, 11/8, we had one negative trade, and we need to be, what we're looking for is another one of these types of pops right here. So um, thinking about doing a little deeper dive in that and finding that drive and only trading when that happens. Figure out what all the math is behind that and only trade then. That way you don't have to do any of this down play, and all you got to do is take those, even if it's only like 5 times a year. I'll take it. So then we're into the NASDAQ, which is in a downdraft right now, a little pullback. And what did our trades look like today? 11/8. So we had quite a few, which is common for this one. And we had more losses than winners. We had a nice win at the end there, so it'd be nice if we could get a few of those strung together going into tomorrow. Um, but in the scheme of things, it is what it is. It's just part of this downtrend, and it'd be nice if we'd start seeing some upside soon. Um, so that's that. Let's jump over to the markets. And the markets are not giving up without a fight. We bounced back up here, and we are putting in some pretty decent. We're putting in a fight at the top here, and expecting a rollover here to potentially this mid-range, and we just haven't seen it yet. So it's when you're seeing this, and we're in a longer term or mid-term bullish phase, which is what I think we've gone into now. You need to be able to weather the storm so that we can go back up again. But you also could take advantage of some downside while this is happening. So that's what we're doing. And it has just been, you know, gnashing of teeth right now. So there's really no direction. We're up here. We could still pop up to this upper Bollinger Band, but so on the daily we got green, green, and green. On the hourly we've got gray, green, green, and red. So that's why I say it sure looks like it's setting up for a pullback. It's fighting its way to stay up there for a bit. And we're red over here on the weekly, and a pullback over here makes some sense too, even constructively on a weekly chart. Let's look at the industrials. They've just really walked sideways to down today. Same kind of story. We'll know when we break this pivot and this downside. The Russell, the Russell's primed for a buy signal here, and we really want to watch because we're already coming down here to this midline. We get down to there, that could easily happen tomorrow. That could be a nice buy area with a stop down here. So it's quite a bit, but we're in this zone, and that's what we're looking for. The NASDAQ, same as the others in the upside. So it'd be kind of nice if the Russell starts to actually pick up here while the rest of the markets are pulling back. That's pretty constructive for bullish scenario going as far as longer term. The transports, same kind of story as the Russell. This is a good place to be starting to look for potential setups for the upside. But we're not quite there yet. Let's IYT just to double check. Looking for really a pullback here. Okay, so oil today. What do we do in oil? I probably should have primed this. It's going to take a second for it to load. So oil went further lower, and now we're getting the Bollinger Band cross to the upside in the overnight action, just like yesterday. So you can't trust that until we actually get it to set in there. And yeah, so oil's just, we're actually looking for a break back up again one of these moments. But in the meantime, we are nothing but lower. So I'm going to tell you we're going to come all the way back into this zone, possibly to these highs at 65. Unless we find a bottom right where we're at, which is possible. I mean, we could see a bottom start to form down here, come back up in, come back down to it, and take off from it. So we'll have to watch that. Okay, let's flip over to stockcharts.com and take a look at the bullish percent indexes for some sign of where we're going from here. The industrials didn't move today. The NYA tacked on a new X but went down by 0.36%. So that's kind of playing into what we're talking about, kind of a pullback situation in a longer term uptrend. This is the transports. They didn't move today, but they're in a column of X's. The NASDAQ moved up a little bit today and still in a column of X's, a new column of X's. The SPX in a column of X's, up 1.79%. The OEX didn't move today, but in a column of X's. The NDX down 1.72%. So we could see some back and forth movement here before we take off a little bit further to the upside. And again, that really just plays into what we're talking about in the overall markets. So that's what I got for tonight. I hope that helps, and I will talk to you again tomorrow night.